just a little bit, I think, about the topic. Border security isn't a new issue, and we've heard about it. Problems, challenges faced at our transnational borders, whether Malaysia, Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, and I just read Dr. Zaim's article, and what I got was that usually with porous borders, there's a lot of movement of people, animals, and even substance. So without further ado, I'll hand over the time.
All right. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. Selamat datang. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, thank you, Debbie, Khairil, and everyone in this room today. So my topic today is about border security case study about from Mongkos, Serian. Things that the paper itself is not really fully complete, because when I read again, and I just told myself, wow, this one I need to put more and so on. But anyway, I will try to explain whatever I have today. So this is Borneo. For Malaysian, we call it Borneo. For Indonesian, they don't call it Borneo, they call it Kalimantan. So when you go to Indonesia, you ask them where is the Borneo, say Borneo. They know about Kalimantan only. And you can see our border, the Sarawak border with the Indonesian, Kalimantan Barat, Kalimantan Utara, Timur. Very long border compared to Sabah. That's why I think the issue of the security, border security is very important, especially during the version of Suluk, Sabah last time. Another one is this is the one case study, and you can see Malaysia, Indonesia border. One we visit Kampung Mongkos. This is Kampung Mongkos. And the Indonesian part, they have this Indonesian, what they call it, PLB, Pas Lintas Batas. And they has post pengawasan. BAA is for the immigration, custom, and quarantine in Indonesia. They call it BAA, but they are A to BA. They are to try Segumun. Kampung Segumun is under Indonesia. So you can see here from the maps here, Indonesian and Malaysian very close, especially Sarawak area. So Kampung Mongkos, I thought is near, because in Sarawak we have post Biawak, post Tebakam, post Lubuk Antu. But this one is an unofficial post. Still we have a post, but not official. And this is Kampung, near the border. This is Kampung Mongkos, Kampung Mujat, Kampung Bunan Gega. So many kampung here. I thought, and this is Antikong. Antikong is what I call it for the official, the main one. And this is the largest in the Sarawak. This one is in Malaysia, you call it the Bedu. And the complex CIQ in Indonesian part is very, what I call it, sophisticated. It's like go to the airport, compared to Malaysian part. Because I think the renovation was done by Indonesian in 5 years time. Not in Malaysian part. Menteri datang, PM datang, always. But at the end, Dr. Richard Rayol is the current MP for the Parliament Serian. Is 8 term nanti sekarang, 40 tahun dah. Yes, 8 term. before Serian, they always bring up this issue to the parliaments, to Hani as well. But still, until today, that's why, and this morning we can talk about how approach from Khairil to the Sabah and Sarawak. In Sarawak, people in Sarawak feel a skepticism about Khairil. These are Malaya people datang ke Sarawak atau Sabah untuk merentah saja, duit dan cabut lari. Yes, true. I still remember the first time APPN came to Sarawak. Without, they just landing in Sarawak, after that they want to kick it. Without noticing the form EPU. And EPU quite feel, aku datang ke aku tapi tak beritahu pun aku. So, EPU. They are the gatekeeper of Sarawak. You need to get, permission, written permission from Sarawak, and actually to conduct research in Sarawak. They can impose that one. Otherwise, they can put you non grata person. So that's the how. So the issue of the security is a big issue nowadays. I just show you the. All right. So this is a border in. We have a soft border, hard border. I think I know. Put it into my review lah. Just come across the idea. In I think only US and Mexico they have both soft border and hard border with the wall and fence in US Mexico. But Malaysia we have a soft border. I think in US ada yang dia letak container yang lama tu, container yang 40 by 40 tu, just as a border wall separate between Mexico and US. But Malaysia, no, not yet. But I heard if they put all the regiment, the army from Malaysia dekat sempadan Malaysia Indonesia in Sarawak dan Sabah, setiap orang satu kaki ke satu inilah berapa kaki ni, still not enough to cover border between Malaysia and Indonesia because terlalu luas. Right. So the location is, as I mentioned, is the village is close to the international border. Easy target to the actions against international and national law, and the borders of Sarawak Kalimantan border has been linked to the disturbing number of criminal operations. Many years about the illegal crossing, drug trafficking, kidnapping, auto thief, smuggling, and infiltration of illegal immigrant, so drug abuse. So this is an example. So the issue here, as I mentioned, border is from the literature review is indicating the boundary of power between two countries. Even though no specific has been reached. And Sarawak is the state in Malaysia that has the widest country's borders. And when it comes to issues about state security in Sarawak, border safety is one of the subjects most frequently discussed on media. I think from the review, so many discussion, either from scholars from Indonesia and also from Malaysia, they discuss about Kalimantan, Sarawak. And back in 1970s, the government of Malaysia and Indonesia formed the BTA, Border Trade Agreements, that established certain principle guidelines on cross-border trade, cross-border access, and nature value of goods and products. And according to Anwar, the minimum transaction date, according to BTA, not more than 600 Malaysian ringgit. Because in Malaysia, they like our Milo one, yang 1 kg tu. They say the taste of Milo Malaysia is different from Milo in Indonesia. The sugar also, they smuggle cooking oil as well. So they bring to Indonesia. Okay. So in this study, I only because we actually during the issue making dialogue, the MP, and the time all the KMKK, Masyarakat Kampung, YB, both we had a 3 don, but 2 of don they turn up for that dialogue. And penghulu, there is the issue dia cakap, kawasan kita ada isu about security, dah lama dah cakap ni, tapi masih juga no, I mean it's action from the government, especially because the border is the security is federal issue. So after that, we approached the Nila from the parliament, asked him about where we should go, and he said Kampung Mongkos and talk to the kampung. Initially, I want to talk to the villagers, but after I talk to the kampung after interview, I feel not comfortable because I suspect there are spies among them from the villages. Maybe saya tak boleh balik rumah lepas tu tak ada sebagainya. Dr. Eva and also Ahmad. So that I told let's concentrate into kampung. Interview other villages because based on our interview with the kampung, there are villages also work with the smugglers. Okay, and also this one is off record. The kampung cakap army also involved in that. Army and police also involved in that. Illegal. There's a accusation from the kampung, but we never ask army lah, police, PTA. Maybe in future we will try to discover from the investigation reporter. Right. Okay, this one is the nearest police station and clinic are also in Kampung Bunan, and whereas the nearest school is SMK Tebakang, and the population of in this kampung is around 1,000, and they have around 100 apa tu rumah ni lah ahli keluarga lah keluarga and the local economic activity mostly agriculture, special crops such as padi, paper, fruit and palm. And according to Ketua Kampung, despite the close proximity of Kampung Mongkos to Indonesian border, Malaysian authority is not really present in the area. Why? It's a because in the border of Malaysia, we don't have a post, what we call it, CIQ, Custom Immigration and Quarantine. The post is not in that Kampung Mongkos, but far away, 7 kilometers from that kampung, in another Kampung Bunan, and another 2 kampung. One is still mystery to us, but according to the kampung, because that lands belong to someone else related to the YB, so that's why they built the CIQ there. I don't know, this is from the but Indonesian part, they built the post right in the border. Of course, we have what we call it, young gap, the buffer zone. Yeah, of course, we have a buffer zone. But Indonesian right before the buffer zone. But Malaysian 7 kilometers after the kampung. So the Kampung Mongkos actually is become when they enter from Indonesian part, because Indonesia we check, they need to leave the IC or KTP, kartu tanda pengenalan, with the army soldier in the Indonesian part before they can enter Malaysia. But when they enter Malaysia, because no post there, they can go anywhere without, noticing the army or the police. But in Malaysian part is police pasukan gerakan arm. The army is in another part. Patrol. So they say many of the residents of Kampung Segumun in Indonesia and Kampung Mongkos actually they share family ties. Relative there because they are the same tribe. Bidayu, but they don't call it Bidaya. And according to them, they are also Indonesian who built the road and they use this road compared to Malaysian side. This according from our interview lah. Orang Indo sana tu jalan dia buat, jalan border dia bikin pakai sidak dia punya anggota jalan ronda. Kat sini mana hutan semua proper Indo. Malaysian not really proper. Okay. And the most pertinent issue here is smuggling and human trafficking activities. According to the kampung. Now, from the 1980s, many activities are not right. Some things are violating the law of our country, smuggling, and so on. And nowadays, involve drug and also goods out of Malaysia. Banyak aktiviti tak betul lah menyalahi undang-undang negara kita dan sebagainya. Because they kampungs, nobody, no Malaysian post to check. During the COVID, human trafficking very rampant, and also the traffickers is from the kampung, the collaborators with the Indonesian part, and they are very rich, and they build a huge house. The leader of the traffickers in Indonesian part, and the victim of human trafficking mostly Indonesia lah, because they want to enter Malaysia to work in Malaysia, and including women and also child. And the villagers has built a barricade, but were vandalized by smugglers. This one is Malaysian part, and the only remaining barricade because they have built another the barricade first in the buffer zone, but that one is demolished by Indonesian smugglers, and they have another one right into the kampung. That one is not easy lah because they always monitor every night, and it's costing them 1.5K. This one to deter smuggling and also human trafficking. And another one is motorbike stolen and home broken also happens. And at one incident, I think according to the news, they shoot that one of the them, because they are so fed up. They know this guy always try to, after that they set up and they shot that guy. Another one is a health issue. This one happens also because Indonesia, they not have the compulsory TB like us, the what we call it, vaccines. Ada but maybe tak ni lah. So during the site visit, during the adalah the officer from dialogue and from Serian Health Department. In this case, according to the kampung, the officer from Serian Health Department. So ada TB, kes TB, dia berbahagian datang sini buat serangan TB, ada kes satu TB di lockhouse. And according to the local also, pig are slaughtered in Malaysia and sent to Indonesia to be sold at a higher price because pig in Malaysia is very cheap. Very cheap. In Indonesia, they have a problem with I think swine flu. And this one influenced the local Bidayu lah. Because they say during the transportation, they use using car or cycle, the dripping blood from the animal will smear the land, which they believe is the what you call it, from the ancestor. Yeah, Sarawak is the part of the ritual pastime. Sorry, ayat tu tergantung. So Sarawak residents are growing more concerned about border security, particularly considering Jokowi announcements to build a new capital, what we call it, Nusantara. And we also learned that local authorities with borders control, particularly in region vulnerable to unauthorized crossing, insufficient border infrastructure, allegedly blamed for the current problem at the Sarawak. I think Ismail Sabri, Zaimuarifuddin, Najib, recently Anwar Musa during this time assessment, semua dah pergi kampung ni. Semua dah promise. During the Anwar Musa datang kampung tu, suddenly all the reception of the internet and Wi-Fi on the maximum in the kampung call ni lah. So in conclusion, border security and national security are a critical issue for any country. If there is an invasion, state sovereignty will be harmed, and we do not want to repeat the event that occurred in Sabah, where invasion by outside force resulted in bloodshed and the loss of many lives. And as a country with a long border, it is government responsibility to provide assistance and care for the people who live along the border. And as I mentioned earlier, Dr. Richard Ryan, also Dr. Hani, bring up this issue every time to the parliament, but no action so far. But and I also share with you, this is the post Malaysia, but this one is 7.5 kilometers from the border, not in the kampung itself, in another kampung. So it's like something mystery. Why? So far from the border. Sepatutnya post letak betul-betul di border, dan letak di kampung lain. This one is sekitar kawasan sepadan Indonesia. This is from Indonesia part. You can see the jalan, kan jalan tikus lagi. This is jalan gajah. This one. This is part of Malaysia lah. Ini yang barricade tadi, yang dia buat. This is from yang jalan yang up of the road tu dalam this is from Indonesian part. Indonesian post this the army, they check the IC, the KTP, kartu tanda pengenalan for identity card for Indonesian. They must leave that KTP with them or they can enter Malaysia. But on the Malaysian part, nobody check on their ID. And this is the Malaysian part. Yeah, you can see here myself and the Eva, we check this is a barricade. They built this one. This is right in the before they enter the kampung Mongkos. And the picture here is the hiding place for trafficking. Dia malam dia baru dia keluar daripada kawasan ni. It's not far from the ni semak-semak kaki dia. This one is a notice board. Masa dia larang untuk masuk apa tu seluduk babi tu. Jalan sempadan Indonesia ni adalah jalan rantau, jalan rumah masuk padi lah. Penduduk kampung Mongkos dilarang peniaga membawa dan menghantar haiwan ternakan seperti babi dan ayam atau penduduk barang ke negara Indonesia melalui jalan ini. Put up this notice to deter any from smugglers. I think another one is quite interesting about Malaysia and Indonesia. This one in Sabah, Pulau Sebatik. Dapur Malaysia, ruang tamu Indonesia. True. This is the true. Pulau Sebatik.